An informal lease extension might take only a few weeks, maybe even days to complete, and they can often be a first port of call for that very reason. In a perfect world, there's no doubt that that would be the preferred route. Do be aware, however, of the traps and pitfalls in this rather uncomplicated option. If it's your intention in extending your lease to improve the saleability of your flat, the simple fact is that a poorly negotiated informal extension could potentially have the exact opposite effect. It's quite the fashion these days for landlords to seek high ground rents with swinging review clauses. In some extreme cases, those clauses could potentially render your property virtually unsaleable. As we speak, there is much debate on the subject with the possibility of future government intervention into the practice. If you find yourself faced with a situation such as this, with your landlord proposing terms that you feel may fall into this category, do please give us a call and we'll happily give our views. By contrast to the informal approach, a formal lease extension or collective enfranchisement process is certainly not by its nature a speedy affair. 6 to 9 months is perhaps the average, but 12 months is far from unheard of, and something closer to that is probably a more realistic timeframe to allow for. To a large extent, this is unavoidable as the Act gives ample opportunity for the parties to negotiate to a settlement, and there is very little that one can do to speed things along. Bear in mind here that landlords and freeholders frequently see the go slow approach as being something of an advantage to them in the exercise. To answer this question, our counsel would always be to consider every available option, but fundamentally to allow ample time to achieve your objective. If there's a quicker, informal way, then just make absolutely sure that you're not biting your nose off to spite your face. We can certainly help you with that. If it has to take 9 to 12 months, then that's just the way it is. Putting yourself under any sort of unrealistic time pressure is almost certainly going to cost you in some way or other, and quite often the longer way can be the best way.